it's Miss Clemens, and today we're going to do our Bible verse again, and our letter with our Bible verse is W. And our Bible verse is, "What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee." And it's in Psalm 56:3. Okay, so today we're going to talk about Peter, the rescue of Peter. And it says, there once lived a man named King Herod who was arresting Jesus' followers. He even killed James, one of Jesus' disciples, and John's brother. John wrote the New Testament books with his name. Since killing James seemed to please some of the people, the king arrested Peter too. Herod thought Peter was such a threat that he decided to have him guarded by 16 men. Herod was going to put Peter on trial for being a Christian. And if this pleased the people, he probably planned to kill him. What do you think Peter did to escape? Peter didn't do anything to escape. He just trusted God. But while Peter was in jail, the church prayed for him a lot. The night before his trial, how do you think Peter felt? How would you feel if you were locked in jail? The night before his trial, Peter slept. That's right. He went to sleep in his cell between two soldiers, chained up with two chains. Suddenly an angel of the Lord appeared, and a bright light shone in the cell. The angel struck Peter's side to wake him up. Peter's chains fell off, and the angel told him to follow. So Peter followed the angel out of the prison. They walked right past the guards to the gate, and then the gate opened all by itself, and Peter and the angel walked through it. At first, Peter thought he was dreaming, but then he realized it was real and he was free. So he went to where the church had gathered to pray for him. And that was Peter's great escape. Although Peter did nothing but trust God and follow him. Okay, so that is our story. Why was Peter sent to prison? Do you remember why? Because he was a Christian, right? And who came to Peter in jail and told him to leave? It was an angel. What did Peter's friends do while he was in jail? They prayed. Why do you think Peter could sleep even though he was in prison? It is because he trusted God. He knew God was with him and would take care of everything. Trusting God gives you peace. And even when bad things happen, God is with you. And because he is with you, not only can you have peace, but you can also make a choice to rejoice. So when bad things happen, we should rejoice because we know that God is with us. When we do something or accuse of something we know we didn't do, we rejoice because we know God is with us. And if our day is great, we rejoice. If it's not, we still rejoice because we know that God is with us. Just like our verse said, "What time I am afraid, I will trust in thee." Okay, that's our Bible story for today. So what we're going to do is we're going to talk about Grandpa's farm again. And let's see how much of this story you can remember. My grandpa is a farmer. My grandma is a farmer's wife. I am Grandpa's grandson, the joy of his life. I love to visit Grandpa down on Grandpa's farm. I am Grandpa's best helper down on Grandpa's farm. I feed the cows corn and hay down on Grandpa's farm. We feed them early every day down on Grandpa's farm. We put the plow on sweet old Bessie down on Grandpa's farm. We plow the earth, and this is messy down on Grandpa's farm. Grandma feeds the chickens and ducks down on Grandpa's farm. You can hear them peep and cluck down on Grandpa's farm. After lunch, we eat Grandma's figs down on Grandpa's farm. We take our scraps out to the pigs down on Grandpa's farm. When the sun goes down, it's time to sleep down on Grandpa's farm. We fall asleep to the baying of the sheep down on Grandpa's farm. Can you bay like a sheep? Okay. Now, we're going to talk about one of the animals that were on Grandpa's farm. It is the duck, and also there is a goose. Duck in Spanish is pato, and goose is ganso. Okay, so let's see what the ducks do. The type of place where the birds were. If you ever been to a place and saw ducks or geese, maybe it was at a park, in a lake, or flying across the sky. Ducks fly and they walk, but they also spend a lot of time in water. Their special web feet help them paddle. Have you ever had on flippers in the water? It kind of reminds you maybe of the duck's feet. Notice his feet? They're webbed, so they help him to paddle in water. And also, if you notice when we talked about the hen had a beak, okay? This is the duck's bib. And in his bib, it's made like a spoon. So he's able to gather up his food because he eats small fish. He eats fish eggs, snails, grass, weeds, seeds, and grain. So think about the last time, or if you have seen a duck, and exactly where you saw him. Okay? Now, we're going to do our sentence structure. Okay, we're going to write a sentence. And we have our uppercase H, lowercase h, uppercase C, lowercase c, uppercase D, lowercase d, uppercase G, lowercase g, uppercase P, and lowercase p. And okay, here goes our first letter of our sentence begins with a what? Uppercase letter. So our sentence will start with an uppercase D, lowercase a, lowercase n, and a lowercase y. And we're going to, these are names. So because they're names, I'm going to have to use another uppercase after I put a comma to let you know I'm still going with the sentence. And to separate the names, I use a space, and then I use another uppercase D, lowercase a, lowercase I, lowercase s, lowercase y, and I'm going to use another. I'm not done with the names. So I put another comma and a space. And I'm going to use a word you are familiar with. And we're going to put what? A space. Lowercase, a space, lowercase a, lowercase r, lowercase e, space, lowercase d, lowercase u, lowercase c, lowercase k, lowercase s. And this is telling us that Danny, Daisy, and Dora are ducks. So a period goes there. Okay? So, can you tell me which one of our letters up here do you see in this sentence? Oh, you said an uppercase D? Yes. Okay, another uppercase D. Lowercase d. You see any more? Uppercase d. And a lowercase d. Also, we see two of our sight words, right? This one is and. This one I'm sorry. Did you? Oh, there's a lowercase c. So sorry about that. Lowercase c. Did you guess that one? Okay. So we're going to look at our sight words. One of them is and. A-N-D. The other one is R. A-R-E. Those are two of our sight words used inside this sentence. Okay? All right, so look in a book today and see if you can find and R. All right, so now we're going to go over, and we were saying that the duck and the duck and chicken lay eggs. So what we're going to do, and you can do this at home, if you have some flash number cards, you can just put one of your cards there, and what you're going to do is you're going to take some Play-Doh, and you're going to take the Play-Doh and roll it in your hands, because we're going to make eggs, and they're going to come up, and they're going to equal to what the card says. So my card says what? 5. So I need to roll 5 eggs. So let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs. And if you want to take them and you want to put another number in, you can do that. You can put 4. You can take those out. You can put the number 4, and you can roll 4 eggs. Because if you take one out of here, you got 4. But you want to take them and you want to roll them and put them in there. So you can do that at home. It's a good sensory exercise with that Play-Doh. Okay? So try it at home. And so now we're going to move over. We're going to move over to our board. And we're going to go back over our letters. Uppercase H, lowercase h. Uppercase C, lowercase c. Uppercase D, lowercase d. Uppercase G, lowercase g. Uppercase P, lowercase p. And these are our vocabulary words. And this one is onomatopoeia. And what that word means, is that it is any word that sounds almost, that you can hear the sound when you say the word, like zoom. Also the word bam, slam, splash. You can almost hear that when you say those words. And so that's what that word means. And then of course our other vocabulary word is plow. And we talked about that in our story, how they plowed the land at Grandpa's house and how messy it was because they were plowing up dirt. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to go over our numbers again. I'm sure that by now you guys know quite a few of them and know them when you see them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60. Okay, so that's our numbers for today. I want you to look around in things and see if you can find anything with numbers. And if you recognize that number, ask your parent if you got it correct, okay? So as always, I miss you, you know that. And I look forward to a time when we can see each other again. Until then, bye.